must all see. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. And the Finland flag will continue to fly high above all. Thank you and welcome to the program this evening. Good evening, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, friends of Biafrans all over the world. I welcome you this evening. We are now on the eve of our sit at home, historic sit at home for the exit of Biafra from Nigeria. I want you people to understand that Biafra people are going to speak like never before. Our language is going to be a historic language starting from tomorrow. I want you to understand that no Biafrans will fall victim of Nigeria again. You have to be wise by now. I want you to understand that if anybody tells you that Simon Ekpa is fighting democracy in Nigeria, tell them that Simon Ekpa is not fighting democracy. Tell them that Simon Ekpa is fighting autocracy. And you know the definition of autocracy. You know the definition of democracy. Tell them that what Simon Ekpa is fighting for is Simon Ekpa is fighting against terrorist government. Simon Ekpa is fighting against jihadist government. Simon Ekpa is fighting against Taliban government. Simon Ekpa is fighting against autocratic government, autocracy. And the definition of this is what we are going to discuss this evening. First of all, what is autocracy? Autocracy is a government that whereby one person has absolute power. Today, the government of this man in Aso Rock that we do not know his identity has absolute power to even decide when a court in Nigeria say release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man say no. It is called autocratic government. That is what Simon Ekpa is fighting. Simon Ekpa is not fighting democracy. Simon Ekpa is fighting so that the Biafra people will have the right to start a true democratic government where everybody's voice will be heard, where the rule of law will be the first priority of the government, where the rule of law will be respected, where human life and dignity of life will be respected by Biafra people, not in Nigeria. A Nigeria that doesn't value human life, a Nigeria that one president can decide the fate of everybody, a country where Fulani terrorists will be armed, military will protect them, they will cause havoc, carnage, kill people, maim, and the military will shield and protect them. When the community try to rise up against the barbarism of the Fulanis and the military will come with weapons to start killing innocent people. We don't want to continue like that. That is what Simon Ekpa is fighting for. I want to make it very clear again, just for clarity. If you come across where they tell you Simon Ekpa is fighting democracy, tell them that it is a lie, that Simon Ekpa is not fighting democracy. Tell them that Simon Ekpa is fighting a terrorist government, Simon Ekpa is fighting autocratic government, and that the entire Biafra people are behind Simon Ekpa fighting this thing together. And that is why from tomorrow, Biafra people are going to sit at home. And for those who have been paid by the Nigeria government to go out so that they are going to probably have paid their families and let them come for them to be executed in the street of Biafra land, for them to use it to see whether they are going to blackmail Biafra. You have done it before, okay? I am putting a warning to any family that is going to volunteer themselves on a suicide mission in order for them to come out, and the security agents will execute them and blame it on Biafran people tomorrow. Because no matter how you see, even those shouting P2B, everybody wants Biafra. Everybody wants freedom from Nigeria. Even if you don't want Biafra as a name, you want freedom. You don't want to control with Nigeria. The truth is that we may have divergent views on the name Biafra or whatever you call it, but what we agree is that Nigeria is not working. And you know it yourself. The reason why you are shouting P2B and shouting every other person in the election is because you feel that nobody can fight Nigeria and win. And I'm telling you that we are going to fight Nigeria and we are going to win. This time around, I'm telling you that we actually have won Nigeria. We've beat Nigeria everywhere. Today, everybody can see that they have tried everything to bring us down. They didn't succeed. Everybody. Alena Katan, thank you very much. Everyone should go to plead Wikipedia to fix their article about Simon. I already have made my compliment to them. Wikipedia claims Simon Ekpa is known for spreading fake news. You know, that is it. That is what I do not know what is fake in what I'm spreading. What is fake? I want people to ask Wikipedia what is fake. For example, let them pinpoint one single fake news I've carried. I want them to pinpoint one single fake news, just one fake news that Simon Ekpa have carried that have made a lot of, you know. Is it that the Nigerian army is not recruiting Boko Haram? Is that a fake news? Is it that Nigeria want to turn us into Islamic State? Is that a fake news? Is it that the Nigeria is autocratic system? Is that a fake news? The evidences are there. Or is it that Nigeria is not supporting terrorists? Is that a fake news? Or is it that the Nigerian army is not participating in terrorism to kill our people? Is that a fake news? What I'm saying is that everything is out there, including former military generals have confirmed what I'm saying. So tell me, what is fake news in what I am doing that they will write in Wikipedia? They will rush there because they gave money to somebody or somebody who knows how to do Wikipedia. They say go and create false narrative and false profile, thinking that that will move me. That will not move me. I have a better profile. You know, I have a better profile. Everybody must not like me. Okay, but that does not mean you go and say I'm spreading fake news. Tell me one single fake news that I'm spreading. The reference cable, the cable news. Go to the cable news, which is the source of the cable of the fake news. Cable news tagged me king of fake news. Now go to that cable network, cable news, and read the reason why they tagged me as king of fake news. And let us see one single fake news I carried that cable news tagged me as king of fake news. But of course, the government agency, they thought that will bring me down. It will not bring me down. Today, I have defeated them everywhere. I have defeated them even in Finland. And what we are going to analyze today is the useless people who call themselves Ndigbo. The people that, the Ndigbo, we are going to, I want to tell you today how useless they are. Those people in Finland we have defeated. Especially the one that call himself Oji. Kisile Oji. A non-entity. A useless man in Finland here. Who say he's the Igbo Union chairman? I want you to know how useless he is because he started it. Let me tell you. Somebody who married in Nigeria, Kisile Oji, who is the chairman, who paraded himself as the chairman of Igbo Union in Finland, he married in Nigeria. He had children in Nigeria. He came to Finland with all their fake falsifying names and information. He came to Finland. What did he do? He came to Finland, he married another woman while he has another woman in Nigeria. And then after marrying the woman in Finland, he abandoned his children, he abandoned his wife in Nigeria. He decided to go back to Nigeria to do cleaning, to open cleaning company. This is the history of the person writing against me in Finland. He went to Nigeria to open a cleaning company. His company failed. All the money he put there failed. Very useless man. He left his family in Nigeria and came to Finland back. That was how he abandoned his children, abandoned his wife in Nigeria, and now he came back to Finland. Now tell me, is that a reasonable person? Is that not a useless man? How can such man be coming to write against me? When you hear them talk, we have family in Nigeria. We have siblings. We have family. We have children in Nigeria. You think that he cares for his children. He don't care. Is there any normal and reasonable man that will abandon his children in Africa and come here, marry, and forget the wife and forget the children in Africa? And that was what led to the death of the mother. So the mother could not take it anymore, and she died. Because sometimes when we keep quiet, these people, these non-entities think they know something. And I'm going to analyze what they did here. They have written to almost everywhere in Finland. Bring him to kill. Everywhere in Finland. Kisiloji has been writing to my political party, writing everywhere, and nobody is listening to him because nobody listens to stupid people. Okay? But the truth is that the people telling you that they are one Nigeria are useless. Very useless people. The same thing happened to Ohanes Ndigbo president. Ohanes Ndigbo president Obiozo. Obiozo went to Abuja, abandoned his family and the wife in Imo State. He went to Abuja and married another woman in the secret. The woman, one day, the woman left Abuja and came back to the village in Imo State. Unannounced to Obiozo, unannounced to the woman in the village. The woman in the village did not know about it. Immediately, the woman landed in the village. When Obiozo came back to the village to see the woman in the village, Obiozo fainted. Since that day, Obiozo did not recover till he died. These are the men that are coming to write about Simon Ekpa. Very useless people. So tell me, if for Kisiloji, who claimed to be Igbo Union Chair, I have been his chairman for 4 years. What can he do? What has he done to Igbo community? I have been his chairman for good 4 years. And I laid a very powerful foundation in Igbo Union Finland. How many of them can do it? He's writing against Simon Ekpa everywhere. Today he's complaining. I have defeated them, all of them. Let him go and behave like a man, like a real man. A real man don't abandon his children in Africa. So many people have women in Finland, they still bring their children. You leave your children in Africa and you are here complaining. Simon Ekpa is fighting. You are complaining because you left your children, abandoned them in Africa. How is that my business? How is that my problem? Are you the only one who have people in Africa? If you love your children who you abandon in Africa, you fight for their good. And that's what I'm doing. Your children, they are the one going to benefit what I'm doing today. Fighting a terrorist government and making sure that Biafra exit. You are there writing some rubbish in Finland because Finland is good. You do cleaning job and you do taxi. You send to your people. You think you have arrived. Is that the kind of life you want everybody to live? You can't do taxi in Nigeria. You go to Nigeria, you are doing big boy. But here you are doing taxi. You go to Nigeria, you show shoulder. You come back from Finland. You are washing plate in Finland. Plate is what we are washing. You are washing plate. Kisiloji is a plate washer. But he will go to Abia State. He will tell you, oh, he's from Finland. He's the chairman of Ndigbo in Finland. Washing plate in Finland. Media. What is it? I'm a chairman of Ndigbo. Chairman of Ndigbo in the kitchen. In the kitchen. What you can't do in Nigeria, you are proudly doing it here, and you are writing against somebody who is fighting so that the people, you can be proud of doing it in Nigeria or doing it in Biafra land. So that is the people I have come for this evening. Just go to social media. You are going to, because somebody called you, you are Igbo Union chairman. I don't know what you are chairmaning. What is it that what is it that you can do as a chairman? You have nobody. Nobody goes to the meeting anymore. They're just using the name to deceive people. You go to Nigeria, Kisiloji is washing plate in Finland, and now he is doubling the washing of the plate and doing taxi. Can he do taxi in Nigeria? If you see somebody doing taxi in Nigeria, they will call him a poor man. But that is what he's doing here in Finland. All of them are chairman. Chairman Igbo Union. And I chair here when he I want you people to understand that you cannot fight truth and win. You can never fight truth. You see this truth? We stand on truth, and you can't fight the truth and win. You are wasting your time. Today, after how many months of fighting Simon Ekpa, they have just come to realize that they are wasting their time. And we'll defeat them even before they started. So I want to bring to you what Kisiloji, that is washing plate in Finland and doing taxi driver, is writing against me. Just for standing up against an impunity government, for standing up against evil and terrorist government. When this man who is a governor is crying, this man here, you can see, when somebody like this, When somebody like this man is crying about how his people is being killed, nobody is attacking him because he's a governor.
How do you cage Nnamdi Kanu? In fact, I want to call that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. A freedom fight agitator who said that, look, he wants liberation for his people. Why are you incarcerating him? Why are you not going to arrest Fulani men? Look at the bomb blast in train blast in Abuja to Kaduna. Up to today, our people are still being kept by these bandits. Where are the security? Where is the president? Where is the security act to go out and rescue these people? Tell me what is happening. It is a shame. Tell me, Igboho, they went after him in the southwest and were able to stop him. At least we're not hearing about Igboho again. Why can't they stop these Fulani men who are terrorizing this country and have made it impossible? They come to Benue and kill. Just in my local government, within the space of 40 people have been killed. More than 40 people. In another local government, over 20 people were killed. And then you want me to keep quiet. They want to intimidate us. I will never be intimidated. At least, let me talk. If at the end nothing happens, and some of you are keeping quiet, keep quiet to your shame. But I want to say that the rest of Nigerians, you people are joking. I raised alarm in 2016 that these things were going to happen. What is it that I have not said? I have said it. If Nigerians want to get out of this, they should arise. Arise television, as your name implies. Arise and let us liberate ourselves. President Buhari and his cohorts are not able to do it.
Are you hearing that? While a sitting governor is lamenting like this Kisiloji in Finland, washing plates and doing taxi driver, want me to sit back because he don't have the balls to do it. Want me to sit back because they have promised him, oh, we are going to give you a position if you come, so that you go and bring yourself, come and bring a washing machine. Bring washing machine to Nigeria. Bring a washing material. Come and open washing company or cleaning company in Nigeria where Obi become a president. That's all. That's all. All of them are for selfish reasons. They don't have anything interest of anybody. So a governor is complaining. A governor is complaining like this bitterly, and with is very, very helpless. And somebody like me is somewhere trying to make changes, and all they do is envy, jealousy, greed, and they are fighting and accusing me of anything I know nothing about. And those of you watching from Twitter, those of you watching from Twitter, where you are going to excuse us, we will ask you to join us on Enter Biafra. Join us on Enter Biafra channel as we continue this awareness today. We're going to cut you off from Twitter, so join us on Enter Biafra. Follow the link that I shared. The link of the broadcast is there. The second, the link of the broadcast is there. Please follow the link and join us on Enter Biafra. Thank you. All right, I think we're here now. So the people, welcome and join us here. So we continue. Now, I want everybody to watch. Autumn complaining.
Between Governor Samuel Otom and Bala Mohammed, with the former insisting his Bauchi counterpart must tender an apology to Nigerians and desist from profiling him against the Fulanis. The governor made this call in Makurdi following Governor Bala Mohammed's recent remarks in supporting freedom of armed Fulani herdsmen in the country. Correspondent Mayawa Kwanto reports.
It has been an exchange of brickbats between governors in recent weeks as the security situation in the country has taken on graver dimensions. About 2 weeks back, the Bauchi State Governor, Bala Mohammed, had accused the southeastern and southwestern governors of not being accommodating enough of other tribes. He had particularly blamed the Benue State Governor, Samuel Otom, for all the troubles. He quotes, "The person that is most wrong is the governor of Benue State. My brother and colleague, Governor Otom, he started all this. Because a Fulani man is practicing pastoralism, he has been exposed to the grease of the forest and the animal and now cattle rustlers who carry guns, killing and taking away their cows. He has no option but to carry AK-47 because the society and the government are not protecting them. The Benue State Governor, Samuel Otom, had first responded in a communique expressing disappointment in his colleagues' utterances about the clashes between herders and farmers across the country. Now, at this briefing, he adds that the most shocking part of Bala Mohammed's statement was where he defended herdsmen for bearing arms, saying they have no option.
His outburst recently that flooding herdsmen are justified by carrying AK-47 to protect themselves. I don't know where the constitution of this country or the laws of our land allows any man or woman who is not licensed by security agencies to carry even 10 guns. Even 10 guns are licensed. How much more?
Governor Otom cited that the focus of the Bauchi State Governor on his person was a threat and harassment to him and the Benue people.
And we're thinking that he's part of the conspiracy to wipe some people away, including Benue State. And this is not correct. And I want to think that with what he said and what those herdsmen wrote to me that they were going to assassinate me, Bala Mohammed is of it with what he had said. And if anything happens to me, I don't want anybody to be in doubt. Bala Mohammed should be held responsible.
He clarified that the Fulanis are welcomed in Benue, but the state is against armed Fulani terrorists coming from various parts of the world. These terrorists are responsible for over 800,000 internally displaced persons in the state. Mayowa, Okwatu, TVC News.
Are you hearing that? Are you hearing that? Over 800,000 internally displaced. Over 800,000 people. Over 800,000 internally displaced, caused by terrorists that is being funded by the Nigeria state. Okay? Now, when we are fighting, when you have somebody, people like us that are fighting for the freedom of our people, these idiots will be somewhere in their kitchen talking rubbish. They will be in their taxi car and be talking, looking for who fight with their envy and jealousy. Now, there is something that I just come across now on social media, and I want every Biafran to make it go viral. Some people have made a shirt about my word during the interview with one foreign journalist, where I say I am the good guy here, and I want this thing to go viral. Yes, I am the good guy. Make it go viral. And I thank you, Christopher O. Lugard, for coming up with this concept. Please, we have to make sure that many people in Biafra land can have this particular shirt. I'm the good guy here. And I didn't know that when I was saying this, it is going to make it's going to be an important quote. So this was during an interview an interview with a journalist on TV. I made it, I made it that I am the guy here, trying to do something that other people cannot do, and that's the fact. So thank you, Christopher Lugard, for coming up with this particular concept. It's a very good one, a very good, development, and even with a good design. Very, very good design. I want to have such shirt as well. Please, if you know how to send me how to get it, please send it, because this particular design is something that is good. I like it. Thank you very much. All right, let us now go to the reason we are here today. Remember that the sit at home start tomorrow, as you all know. Very important. The useless man who left his children and family in Nigeria and came to Finland to marry another woman, and then finally abandoning his children, and over frustration now going to write here and there against Simon Ekpa. I want to read, let us read their frustration and crying. It says, Simon Ekpa, Finnish government not doing anything. Igbo community in Finland. I don't know where is the Igbo community. This I have already addressed before. We are the Igbo community in Finland, and we outnumber them, those who want Biafra. We outnumber them. The Igbo community in Finland has lamented the silence of the Finnish government on the activities of Igbo dissident and leader of the autopilot arm of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Simon Ekpa, even after the community led a complaint to the Finnish General Assembly and the European General Assembly. I do not know what they mean by Finnish General Assembly and European General Assembly. The chairman of the Igbo community in Finland, Kesilaoji, said the community has dragged the outlaw to the Finnish government to stop his utterances and directive to his followers in the southeast Nigeria, but nothing has come out of it yet. This is a man who left his family in Nigeria, who came and do double marriage. It's a crime. It's a crime. In Finland, it is a crime to marry two wives. Okay? It is a crime. So this man married in Nigeria, have children in Nigeria. He came to Finland and married again. It's a crime. These are the fraud that all these Nigerians are doing all over Europe. So I am saying it today in the public. He married in Nigeria. He came to Finland. He married a woman in Finland. And then he went to Nigeria and abandoned his children in Nigeria. And the mother died because of that. He couldn't stand it. She couldn't stand it. I know this one now. He will copy it, the video, and go to police. Oh, look, he is blackmailing me. Let him try it. Oh, look, Simon Ekpa is calling my name on social media. He is blackmailing me. I am blackmailing you now, right here. Take me to court. We are in Finland here, at least. You are not the one in Nigeria that will say, oh, he's in Nigeria. Please, copy this video. I said you committed crime by marrying in Nigeria, having children in Nigeria, coming to Finland and marry a woman again without the woman knowing you married in Nigeria. What did you do? You abandon your children and abandon your wife. It's a crime because you are trying to circumvent Finnish marriage law. You want to circumvent the Allen Act to stay in Finland. You marry here, you marry there. You finally abandon your children. And this is what you come now. You see yourself as, I don't know whether a statesman or something. And now you can talk, you can write against Simon Ekpa. So take this video and contact a lawyer that, oh, Simon Ekpa have slandered your name in the public. And let us see how it will end. My own is fact and figures. I want you, when I say it like this, they say he's bringing fake news. I want him to do something so that we will take him serious. Because this one is not somebody that you say, I'm in Nigeria, so I'm not in Finland. You are here with us. Go and hire a lawyer that I talk about this in the social media, and it is a lie. We are aware he is causing problem in Nigeria, and we have laid complaint, but they are telling us about his human right. He was to appear before the European General Assembly last Friday, but he didn't, and nothing was done to him. You see, I do not know where these people are, the Nigerians, they lie too much. I do not know where this one is coming from, that I was supposed to appear before the European General Assembly. From who? By who? You see how they spread fake news? This is how they spread lies against me. Which one is appearing before General Assembly, European General Assembly? By whom? And who told them that I was supposed to appear before European General Assembly? That is how they go to authority and lies. They come to Biafra people, they lie. Oh, just desperation. Very desperate for their name to be heard that they are attacking Simon Ekpa. Ask him now to bring a proof that he has knowledge or he has invitation that European General Assembly or whatever the name is called invited me to appear on Friday and I did not appear. Tell this criminal because he's a criminal. Tell this criminal to tell you, where did he get such information from? He will not provide it because it doesn't exist. I want to read it very clear. This is the allegation against me, and the allegation that cannot be substantiated. They say, we are aware he is causing problem in Nigeria and we have laid complaint, but they are telling us about his human right. He was to appear before the European General Assembly last Friday, but he did not. But he didn't, and nothing was done to him. You see, nothing was done to him, and he didn't. So who are you crying to now? He continued. Simon Ekpa is a politician here in Finland. Am I a politician? What has my politician? What has me being a politician got to do with the fact that I'm fighting to save my people? Simon Ekpa is a politician here in Finland, and he belongs to a political party, and we are talking about a man who openly canvasses for arms and ammunition to be supplied to him. These are the same people who started sharing the video where I was canvassing for these arms. You see here, they were sharing the video where I was openly canvassing for the arms in national television, and they shared it. They said I was being interrogated. That, oh, look how I was frightened. I was being interrogated. They are the one who were sharing it to say, oh, he was afraid, because people did not understand Finnish. People don't understand the language. So they started sharing it, lying to each other that, oh, let us use it to deceive Biafrans. Lies can never stand the test of time. That is what they refuse to understand. Lies can never stand the test of time. It is only truth that will always stand the test of time. And my foundation is built on truth. That is why Biafrans follow me. This foundation is built on truth. Now tell me, when did I canvass for arms and ammunition? When they were sharing the video and claiming that I was being interrogated, and my face looked very frightened. I have said it before. I am canvassing for arms and ammunition to fight the terrorist army, and I continue to solicit for it from any government in the world. Any day, anytime, I will canvass for arms and ammunition to fight the terrorists that are killing my people in Biafra land. What is wrong about that? What is wrong about that? But because they thought that we are in the same level, so the guy have said something that nobody should say. Now let us continue. To tell you the truth, we don't know what he does exactly. They said they don't know what he does exactly, or say exactly to the people in Nigeria that makes them obey him foolishly. Can you imagine? Even his own family is obeying what I'm saying. Those children he abandoned in Nigeria, they listen and they believe that I can free them with these activities, and all other millions of Biafrans that are following what we are doing. His own children that he abandoned and he forgot, as a man and as a father, he abandoned them in Nigeria. They follow what we are doing and they believe in us. But their father is here, constituting nuisance in Finland, writing here and there, thinking that after writing, lying against me, Finland government will say, oh, come, you're a nice person. This information you give to us is accurate. Oh, but they will drag Simon Ekpa, put Simon Ekpa chain. They will put chain on Simon Ekpa, and then they will come out publicly. They say, oh, we have done it. We have done it. Aye buelia. Bodike. Bosogo. Agachodike. You see? He continue. What baffles me is that governors of this southeast state allow someone outside Nigeria to control what is happening in the state they govern. That is a question that you should be asking yourself, because the people don't have hope on these governors anymore, because the people don't see future anymore on the governors. The people have lost hope and have become useless in the hands of governors. So how do you expect them to obey and to follow the governors when the governors are the one bringing the military and the Fulani to kill them? Are you not aware that it is the governors that will tell the terrorists to come, let us give you land? You are giving land against the will of the people that voted you into power. Does it make sense? Somebody will suffer, go to, even risk his or her life trying to go and participate in election to vote you into power. And once you become a governor, their opinion doesn't matter anymore. Once you become a governor, the opinion of the people in northern Nigeria is what matters to you. Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. The people will tell you, we don't want Fulani terrorists in our land. You say, no, you are the governor. What you say goes. But forgetting that they are the one who put you in that position as a governor. Forgetting that the people that are telling you, we don't want these people in our land, they are killing us. So you say, no, they are not killing you. Nigeria is one, and the Fulani must stay here. And you bring them against the will of the people that voted you into power. You create crisis in every corner of your state. And then you turn around and say, I'm the governor. Just for 4 years, though. 4 years you are gone, another person comes in. And then after that, you expect the people to, take your word. They have seen Messiah in us. And the real Messiah, they have seen Messiah in Biafra. They have seen the future of Biafra. And what we are promising them is what we're going to do in Biafra freedom when Biafra come. There is no sense in it. When you come and campaign to people, come vote me, let me go and represent you. Vote me as a senator. Vote me as a House of a Representative member. Let me go and represent you in Abuja. And then the people will vote you. And then you go to Abuja. And then they will be discussing Ruga. They say they want to bring Ruga. And you know what Ruga means? It's a Fulani word. To take over your land. And the people you voted as a senator, the people you voted as a House of Representative member do not have any influence in the decision they make at the National Assembly. Some of them are not even present when they are discussing all these things. And then we are here telling these people in Nigeria that there is hope. There is hope in freedom. And they see that we are telling this thing with truth, diligence, and all genuineness and fairness. And they believe that there is hope in freedom. And then you tell them, hey, come, don't listen to that guy. Oh. Don't listen to that guy in Finland. Don't listen to him. Oh. Why you have disappointed them in the last 4 years? You have showed no affection. You have showed that you don't care. When they are getting killed, it is that guy in Finland that will send the Biafra Liberation Army to go and fight. It is that thing in Finland, that small thing in Finland, that will organize to make sure that your villages in Ehamufu is protected. Not the people you voted. So you turn around and say, oh, let us go and vote. You can't fool people anymore. They are wise. And that's what we are doing. We are teaching them to be wise. Just like the wisdom I'm impacting in everybody watching me now. You will find out that nobody will go and vote anymore. Okay? Now, in Imo State, you participated in election that brought Hope Uzodinma. Okay? At the end of the day, Hope Uzodinma was the 4th position in Imo State. And the judge declared him a winner. Is that the democracy you want to go and start protecting? Do you say you're protecting the democracy by going to validate such thing again? Is that a democracy? No. Where I am here in Finland, we don't go to court to settle election result. No. Now, as we are talking about Hope Uzodinma, they have done it again in Osun State. Adeleke won, and they have removed Adeleke. They have appointed another person to go and deal with the people there. Is that the democracy? No. Now let us look at who those people you have voted in to represent you for the last 8 years, since 2015. What has been their impact? How have they defended you against Fulani terrorists? Is there any scorecard? The answer is no. When you are being killed in Lokpanta, who are those who intervened? Us. Those things in Finland, those things in America, we are the ones still protecting our people. When you are being killed in Fokona, who are those who intervened? It's still us. That thing in Finland. And you see that people will see all the things we are doing to protect them, and they are going to disobey us. No, it's not possible. Tomorrow you are going to see how everywhere will be locked down. And somebody will be somewhere doing taxi. When I will be busy planning how to secure Biafra land, planning how to protect them, including his own family, he will be riding taxi. And now everybody is listening to me, and it is baffling him. He is wondering, how is it possible? He's wondering how he even said that they are foolish. You can imagine, between him and his family that he abandoned in Nigeria, who is foolish? Who is foolish? Family he abandoned in Nigeria, they could not protect them. the people he's protecting and fighting for now, the politician, could not protect his own family. The actions we are doing today are affecting his family positively. It is because he come from Abia State, and where he come from is a place where Fulani are very visible. In fact, where this chairman come from is Ohofia. Ohofia is the only community in Igbo land that banned Fulani cow. Are you aware of that? This idiot called Kesiloji came from Ohofia. Ohofia banned Fulani cow. So will he go to his village and say, why did you buy Fulani? Why did you ban Fulani cow? Now, will he go to the village and say, allow the politician to decide whether they are going to sell cow here or not? But the community where he come from in Ohofia, they banned Fulani cow. It was not from the government. It was not the governor that decided to ban the cow in Ohofia. It was not the senators that decided to ban the cow in Ohofia. It is the community in Ohofia, where he come from, that decided that, okay, let us see how to put sanction on this Fulani. Let us ban this meat. So, which means the government is ineffective in his place. People are taking decision for themselves. People making decision for what is good for them. They say, bringing Fulani cow here is going to put our life in danger. Let us stop it. Just stop it. It did not come from the governor. It did not come from the senator. It did not come from the House of Representative members from his place. Okay? So the people have decided that it is a vote of no confidence on the government. But he come from there. So why I'm saying this is that I want you people to understand the kind of useless people that are calling them Ndi-Igbo, are calling themselves Ndi-Igbo. You know, our leader said that Ndi-Igbo, anybody, anywhere you see Igbo and Ndi, they are cursed. And I'm not doubting it. That is truth. Any place you see they gather, all these Igbo people, they gather, they are cursed. Mazinam Dikano have said it. And with the attitude of this idiot, you will know that truly, truly they are cursed. Because how can you explain this? That somebody is in Finland, day and night, not sleeping, trying to make change, trying to make a better life, trying so that these children you left in Nigeria and come to Finland, that they are going to also enjoy what you are enjoying in Finland. No, you don't want them to enjoy what you are enjoying in Finland. You want to be doing taxi and sending them $1,000 or $500 every month, so that they would tell you, oh, our father is rich. He is in Finland. Every month, you do taxi, you wash plate, you send 500 euros to them, because 500 euros, change it to Naira, is a big money. They say, our father is sending us to 200,000 every month. Hey, even if you are employed in Nigeria, what job can you do to receive 200,000 as a salary? What job? That is, I don't think any job can pay you 200,000 in Nigeria. It's a big money. How many people are receiving 200,000 as a salary in Nigeria? So this man will be in Finland doing taxi. He will calculate every month 500. That is if he's doing it too. He knows that if in Finland he have children, you know how much he pay for child support. Okay? You know how much he pay for child support. If you have like children when they are not living, when they are not living together, you know how much he pay for child support for one child. But ask him, how much is it sending to the children in Nigeria? If he does it too, you say 500 every month. Because of that 500, he is a big man. So when you are fighting so that the children will have a better life, he will tell them, don't mind, we are, Nigeria is going to be better. Nigeria is going to be better. Every month you say 500. While his children here, he will be paying up to 300 or something every month for one person. But in the entire family, both his wife and his many children he born in Nigeria, he will send just 500 euros every month. And that is the reason why he is fighting Simon Ekpa, because I have children there. Very useless people. And I want you to watch. And he continues. What baffles me is that governors of this southeast state allow someone outside Nigeria to control what is happening in the state they govern. Are they not the chief security officers of the state? You should have asked yourself this question before coming to fight Simon Ekpa. Because if you have asked this question and get an answer, maybe it will direct you. The answer you are going to get will direct you whether you are going to fight Simon Ekpa, a losing fight, or whether you are just going to allow them to, just mind your business. Because I don't know whether he actually have gotten the answer to the question he asked. He said, what baffles me is that governors of this Southeast state allow someone outside Nigeria to control what is happening in their state. The state the governor. He said, are they not the chief security officers of this state? That's a very good question. I don't know whether somebody have answered him, but in case nobody have answered him, let me answer him. They are supposed to be the chief security officer of the state, but rather they become the chief terrorist officer. These people who are supposed to become the chief security officer of the state has become the chief terrorist officer. They have become Adolf Hitler in their various states. In Imo State, they are inviting aeroplane. The other day, they used Tokuno aircraft to bomb Imo State against, in breach of United States Leahy agreement, the Leahy law. They breached it by using it on Biafra Air. But if you talk now, they deny because we did not have the video. So the answer is they are not chief security officer of the state. Now, if somebody have answered this question, I don't know whether this idiot will still go and start fighting me. They don't have chief security officer in Biafra land. What they have is chief terrorist officers. Those who kill those who elected them. Those who bring the military to kill the people that elected them. That is what you have. They don't act as chief security officer, because chief security officer of a state supposed to protect the people. That is what it means, chief security officer. As I'm talking to you, we have become their chief security officer in Biafra land. That is what it is, because we go to any length to protect them from the Fulani terrorists, from the military terrorists, from the police terrorists, and all these security agents, Bubago and all of them combined together. We become the chief security of those states. It is no more in the hands of these governors. So I think if somebody have answered this, addressed it properly without bias and prejudice, maybe he will not waste his time writing all this rubbish to finish government. But today, I am here, standing gidigam. Gidigam. And I'm going to push them now. My own is that I will start when you stop. Just like I'm starting today. And I started by exposing him, the impunity in him, exposing that he got married in Nigeria, he have children in Nigeria, and he abandoned them and come to Finland and marry. And I made it very clear that that's a crime in Finnish law. You can't marry two wives. In Finnish law, you can't marry two wives. So long as you live in this country, you can't marry two wives. Or is it those in the Igbo Union executives that are doing black business? They will break car, send it to Nigeria, sell, make profit, bring the money here. They are not paying tax. Is that the people? So who is the national? Who is serving the interest of Finland? Is it those who, even no matter what they get, they pay the tax, or those who will go and who will buy things in Finland, send it to Nigeria, do it in black way, bring the money, and they use it to do money laundering? That's what they do. They use those business to do money laundering. They will use it to launder money. They say, oh, we are buying in cash. Come, they break the car and send it, and then they will bring the money. They say, oh, we have sell it in Nigeria, and you don't pay tax to it. All of them are people doing business in Nigeria. These are the business they are doing, that they don't want you to get your freedom. Mbuka, cars that can no longer be used in Finland, they break it and send it to Africa with all the things they will steal. Some of them are stealing cars on the road. You know how they do? In Finland, there are so many cars that are parked on the road when people have accident. When people have accident, I'm telling you the fact. When people have accident, they will leave the car by the roadside. Some of them have done this for many years. In the night, they will go with a towing van and tow those cars and they break it. Bam! They send it to Nigeria. And they are doing business. I am telling you the fact. They are doing business. You see, the secret, I have their secret in my hand. They don't, some of them are not, but they are stealing. They are stealing those cars. So when the car have accident, they will leave it on the road. And when they are driving, they will see in the night, they will go with a towing van. They will tow the car and take it to where they will break the car. They will break it there. Nobody knows. Engine, parts. They will be loading containers. Some people will load one container, they stole the car on the road. And then because the people on this car, they don't come there. Some of the cars already marked for destruction. They don't come there. Some people will come there and the car is missing. Nobody see the car again. Okay? These are the people that are fighting what I'm doing. Criminals. And I want you to preserve Nigeria so that they will continue to steal cars from Finland, accident cars from Finland, and they will be shipping it to Nigeria. All of them are people that are doing container business. I will be the one because I have all your secrets. Come here and you'll be writing chairman of Igbo Union. And then this one is secretary. This one is Mafia. I say no social. This one is social. Nila kitchen. Are they going to fold their hands and do nothing? They are complaining. Simon Ekpa is living peacefully here, just like over 400 Igbo who are also citizens of Finland. You can imagine, over 400 Igbo who are citizens of Finland. I am a citizen too. Who asks you are a citizen? If you are a citizen, what has your citizenship benefited to Biafra people? What has your citizenship of being a citizen in Finland, what has he done? What has your citizenship done to Biafra people or to Igbo? Yeah? What has your citizenship done to Igbo in Finland? Nothing. Nothing. Only you come out for destruction. But today, you have failed. And if Ekpa is living here and causing problem in the southeast of Nigeria, he should be taken seriously and acted upon. I don't see anything happening to him from this end because they respect human rights. Oh, you know. Okay. So because they respect human rights, you see, we see what this idiot is saying. He said he don't see anything happening to me because here they respect human rights. So which means he knows that in Nigeria they don't respect human rights, but he want to continue to fight for Nigeria. You understand? He said he don't see anything happening to me because here they respect human rights. So which means he is supporting a country where there is no human right. He is living where there is human right and supporting the continuation of impunity where his own children and wife is living. The second wife living. He wants them to continue to live in a country like that where their life will be in danger because they don't respect human rights there. He come here because he's here, he's safe. Every year, he will go to Nigeria and sleep with the wife in Nigeria and come back to Finland and sleep with the one in Finland. Oh, everything is fine. Nigeria is going to be better. P2B is coming. Selfish interest. Selfish. The Nigeria criminal mind is in all of them. They are never thinking of anything. How to commit crime, how to circumvent system, how to cheat the system, how to cheat the law. That is the only thing they are thinking about. They'll go to Nigeria, commit all this thing, and come back. And all of them are, I'm from Finland. Every year, you gather money. You take a ticket, take $2,000, 2,000 euro, put in your pocket, in your account, go to Nigeria. You change the money, you have 3 million. Oh, I'm a millionaire. Everybody is following you. In the money, young girls will come to your village and say, are you back? In there, in a mokoko. You tie in your village. Everybody, I am back. Nebuchadnezzar. Nebu, I am back. Is he back? Yes. Which day did you come? I came yesterday night to our flight. our flight came late. So you have to tell them that your flight came late so that they will know that you entered plane to come back to Nigeria. You know, in Echo, our plane came late. Oh, so what? No, you have to say it so that the person did not understand that they think that you come with a car. So you have to tell them that you fly in the air. So our plane came late. Village and Ekpa from Obodo Ibo. Ndị Boji, yeah, also Obodo Ibo, but how about Christmas? Tie destroy and defy young girls. Then you come back, all of you. Nigeria must stay. We will skin you people because in Biafra we are going to have strict law, just like in Finland. This law you are running away, going to Nigeria to do all those things. We are going to bring it to Biafra. Except you don't want to be Biafra, is up to you. We are going to bring this same law in Finland to Biafra, and we're going to make Biafra a better place. A better place. Yes, yes, they will tie a pan and come out. You know, with their the thing they cannot do in Finland. Without far, you know how their stomach, how far not into here. You know how the stomach is always like this. You know, this one will be like this flat. Or the other one went like this. Or alphabet. I say, but I don't know. Or you know, make one boato. Kero kurume. Oya potasiala. Shira potasiala. Shira potasiala. Ebuteria. They will bring food in the morning. They will serve him food. Here in Finland, nobody served them food. Nobody served them food. But in Nigeria, they will be sitting and the food, bring food, you know, that is the life they want. You know, in the Igbo Union chairman of Finland. What are you chairman in? Let him bring one single thing he has done for the Igbo community here. Nothing. When I was the chairman, I was the one who made it possible for Igbo Union chairman to be funded by government grant. It was me. Everything that we did during my tenure was funded by government grant. Today, can they get grant? They can't. And this idiot came to meeting and boasted that he was the one doing everything. He was the one who applied the grant. He was the one who did this and do that. Tell him to apply for grant now. He has been there. He can't get 1 naira for grant. But during the time as a chairman of Igbo Union, I was the one who got grant. In fact, the first grant Igbo Union got was like over 20 years ago. I was the one who opened the door, you know, but I have the key. Close it and open it. When I left, I closed it. Today, let them go and apply now. They cannot get 1 naira. I was the one who made sure that the Finland 100 years anniversary was recognized by the Finnish government. The Prime Minister of Finland signed it and approved Igbo Union Finland to be part of Finnish 100 years anniversary. It was me that did it. At least we're recognized in this country. So if you go to Finland 100 years anniversary, Igbo Union Finland officially was part of it because I did it. But these people, what they can do, they don't know what is integration. Criminals. You are writing against Ekpa. You write a picture, a terrorist, arrest him because of envy. Even as when I was doing this thing for Igbo Union, they fought me. This is not, I am telling you people, this one you see they are doing now is small. Oh. When I was the chairman of Igbo Union, they fought me. These are the people that when they want to do, everything they do is Iriji. When they want to do their Iriji festival, to contribute $20, 20 euro is a problem. They can't contribute. Before I become the chairman of Igbo Union Finland, they used to contribute 100 euros. They used to tax themselves 100 euros when they want to do New Year festival. Everybody pay 100 euros. That 100 euros is war for some people. They don't pay it. When I become the chairman of Igbo Union, that everybody stop paying. What I'm telling you is life and direct. Immediately I became the chairman of Igbo Union, nobody pay again because they wanted me to fail. They say, "Oh, let us see now how he's going to." And these are the people that when they were during their own tenure, I supported them financially. Upon Promego there. When I become the chairman, they stop paying. Nobody pays anything again. Let us see how he is going to succeed. Well, what happened? I started opening the door. Government started funding it. To pay that $20 they used to, €20 they used to pay, nobody pay again. Even the people that are paying $100, 100 euros before, they were paying 100 euros before. You get to my turn, I even say, make when I bring 20 euros to subsidize what we have for where no, they don't pay. It becomes war because they were waiting for me to fail. At the end of the day, I was the chairman for 4 good years. In those 4 good years, everything we did was sponsored by the government grant. Today, can they get it? The answer is no. They want to do something, everybody contribute. And they want to do something, people are paying the money. But when I was there, they refused to pay. These are wicked, wicked souls. And everybody, nobody is going there again now. Who want to belong to failures. That's what they do now, is to write against someone. But they know how. Ihereme people. They said I don't see anything happening to him from this because they respect human rights and here. Activism is allowed. Oh, they are just realizing that activism is allowed. But if terrorism is what he is practicing in Nigeria, then that should be tackled seriously. You can imagine. Oh, you don't even know what I'm practicing. He said, and you don't know what I'm practicing, and you are reporting me. You are writing against me everywhere. You are not sure of what I'm practicing. You are writing against me just because it is Simon Ekpa. Let us kill him. We have pushed him here for the government to tackle, but I don't see government doing anything. Are you people hearing it? Hey, Felugo. Shame on them. Shame on them. And you know, my own is when they stop is when I'm starting. I'm just starting now. Shame on them. But something can be done from Nigeria. Oh, after they have failed here, they are now telling the governors that something can be done in Nigeria. Let us listen to that thing that can be done in Nigeria. The governors of Southeast should stand up and defend their territory if they see him as a threat. Inokwa abdication of fight. Oh, now. Abdicate. They have abdicated. They have actually abdicated. You can't stand up and fight. Fight Simon Ekpa and fight to finish. They can't fight me. They can't.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
The Nigeria Ministry of Foreign Affairs on Tuesday summoned the Finnish ambassador to Nigeria, Lena Filbananian, over Simon Ekpa's latest remarks to obstruct the 2023 general election in southeast Nigeria. The ministry, who spoke through its representative, Zubairu Dada, called on the Finnish ambassador to stop Ekpa from inciting violence in Nigeria from Finland with regards to the upcoming general elections. In the statement, which read in part, Dada said, "We have had some time to ensure that we arrest the situation, but it appears the situation is getting out of hand, and we are saying enough is enough. We should let you know, in very strong terms, that it is high time you really back Nigeria with the quest that something is done immediately because it threatens the forthcoming elections." Zubairu Dada further stated that the threat that Simon Ekpa posed toward the upcoming election is very high due to the large number of supporters he commands in Nigeria. This, in essence, is why we thought it was important for us to have the discussion with you so as to let you know our concerns and the displeasure of the government of Nigeria and the people of Nigeria on this very unhealthy development. While alluding to the fears and concern raised by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Nigeria against activities of Simon Ekpa, the Finnish ambassador to Nigeria said, "This is an issue we have been discussing. We share the concerns, we have discussed the matter, and as I mentioned, our law enforcement agencies are in touch and are cooperating. Also, is a double citizen as far as I know of Nigeria and Finland, and is therefore, as you rightly said, protected and safe and sound in his home in Finland. But we have to take his rights into consideration as well. So everything has to obviously be done according to Finnish legislation, which has very strong protections for freedom of speech."
All right, you're welcome back. And I want to show you people, you remember that the announcement today is that the sit-at-home start tomorrow, from 6 a.m. There will be no movement in the entire Biafra territory. And the protest will continue until the 28th day of this month. And so do not fall victim of Nigeria state. We know that they are going to try to kill people and then blame it on us. Do not come out. I want you to understand that the article I'm about to show you now is an example of what the Nigeria Security Agency does to Biafra people, especially innocent people. So don't allow yourself to be used. Do not allow yourself to be deceived, because when they attack you, you will not be there to tell the story. I want people to listen to what I'm saying. Here is Okuzu, you know, this untold story of SARS deadliest den in Okuzu. They said today, corpses numbering about 35 were on January 19, 2023, discovered floating on Izu River at the boundary between Anambra and Enugu State in Amansa, Oka North local government. This is exactly the way they are killing our people, and that's why we have picking up arms against them. The stiff resistance by security agents to allow the NSAS protesters ingress into the Special Anti-Robbery Squad office in Okuzo, Oyi local government area of Anambra State on Friday might have heightened suspicion that the facility is a graveyard. We are going to do more of an exposition on this later on. The protesters, it was gathered, had planned to search the facility following suspicions that certain suspects were killed and buried in shallow grave inside the compound housing the SARS office. This is Nigeria for you. This is Nigeria for you. One of the protesters who spoke on condition of anonymity with Punch said, we were at the SARS office to exhume the bodies of some suspects killed and buried by the SARS people. I will be hearing it. They killed and buried them. These are police officers. We wanted to exhume their bodies so that their loved ones would know that they were dead and give them a decent burial. This is the reason we have about 7,000 Biafrans missing. You know, we told you people that over 40,000 has been killed since 2015 to 2022, and 10,000 illegally being detained all over Nigeria, and over 7,000 people are missing. So the 7,000 may be part of this number, or even more than 7,000 people missing. They have been killed, and their body parts have been, extracted from them, and they also throw them in a pit. This is what is happening, and Nigeria security agencies are doing this in Biafra land. These are the things we are fighting against. But the state police public relation officer Haruna Mohammed, you can imagine, public relation officer Haruna Mohammed Fulani justified why rioters should not access the place. Are you hearing that? They know what they are doing. A Fulani man is justifying why the people that want to go to that place to exhume the bodies as evidence will not, have access to the place. He said the office remained a police facility that should be guarded. Are you hearing? So it is because of the police facility they are burying people there. You go, they take you to that police station in Okuzu, they kill you as directed by the Fulani. They are the one giving the directives. They are the one giving the directive to the Igbo people that are working there. Kill them. We are going to cover you. And now he is covering them. He said the office remained a police facility that should be guarded. Mohammed said the place has been converted to an annex of the State Criminal Investigation Department. The question you should be asking this man that is doing this is that, were there corpses buried there or not? The answer is yes. They are all the same. Accomplices in this crime. Accomplices in crime against humanity. Accomplices in genocidal crime. Accomplices in mass murder and murder. Murder cases. See, this is what they do. Is covering them. The question is, did you kill Biafra people and bury them? It is not just about NSAS protesters. Did you kill young Biafra people and bury them there? Did you kill them, those you could not bury there? Did you throw them into the river? That's the question, but they will not answer that. They rather want to protect the place so that you will not go and see the bodies, decomposing body of innocent Biafrans. Amnesty International described the Okoso SARS cell as the most notorious in Nigeria because of the human rights violation and abuse. Corpses numbering about 35 were on January 19, 2023 discovered floating on the Izu River at the boundary between Anambra and Enugu State. This is the second time. The last time was during P2B. They did the same thing in Amasa, Okanot local government area of Anambra State. A report by International Society for Civil Liberty and the Rule of Law indicted SARS for killing and dumping the corpses in the river. The riot group alleged that SARS of the Anambra State Police Command was responsible for the homicide and all that. So now, this is why you must stay at home. I am telling you now, before they will now be blamed on Ekpa. Stay at home because they know they can do anything to see whether they will force us to drop Biafra. That's what they are doing. Let us blackmail them. Let us kill people and put it on their head. There is no amount of killing in Nigeria state that will move me or move the agitation. I am telling you now, hold your people and let them not fall a victim. We love them. They are the reason we are doing this thing we are doing. They are the reason we are fighting. They are the reason we have put our life on the line. Tell them to stay at home to avoid being killed by the Nigerian security agencies. As just like I've just shown you now, you can imagine security agents that will have the impetus to kill people, butcher them, and bury them in a shallow grave inside their police station. They can go any length. So killing you in the street to blackmail Biafra is a small thing. If they can arrest people when they know that these people were arrested by policemen and people witness the arrest, only for the people to go to the station and never come back again, and they cover it. So what about, so what is it that they cannot do? Is it to come out with their mufti and kill you and say, oh, don't come out, we say sit at home, and that's it, and your cops will be there, and they say, oh, Biafra people have come again, they have killed people. We are telling you now, it is not going to take anything away from you. We are fighting for you. We are fighting for your future. We are fighting for your own good. Sit at home so you will not be a victim of Nigeria. Sit at home so that Nigeria will not have you. Or if you come out, Nigeria may happen to you, like it just has happened to other people. I want you to watch this.
I'm asking a very pertinent question. Is Nigeria working for you? Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired, knew the solutions to Boko Haram till he finally became president. He asked ex-President Jonathan to resign because of insecurity. He cried empathetically. He promised to end Boko Haram in 3 months. But now, he's telling us he's done his best to arm the military. Why isn't he resigning? Governor Fashola knew the solutions to providing stable power supply till he became Minister of Power, and darkness pervaded the land. After trying hard and giving excuses like he only plays a supervisory role, the ministry was assigned to someone else. Power grid, still they collapse. The NSAS protests were tagged insurrection. In fact, someone said Aisha Yusufu ought to be in jail for instigating violence. Then farmers were beheaded in Borno. Same person asked Aisha Yusufu to lead a protest. Aren't these people supposed to forbid hypocrisy? Is Nigeria working for any Nigerian today? From leaders hoarding food for the poor, receiving kickbacks from government contracts, to farmers needing permission to go to their farms. Is Nigeria working for you? Why is Zamfara's gold for Zamfara and Niger Delta oil for Nigeria? Why is Hisba destroying alcohol, but their state governments receive federal allocation from monies received via taxation, including tax on alcoholic beverages? Why are some federal roads abandoned to bandits and kidnappers? Who is in charge of Nigeria's security? The president is talking tough this time. Most times, he's as shocked by the rest of us by the absence of good governance under him. Regardless of his campaign promises and the manifesto of his political party, Nigeria has rolled back in terms of development. From Naira continually losing its value to our recently launched locomotive trains breaking down in the middle of nowhere. Nigeria has to be working for some people, though. The government can do no wrong. To this set of people, their money isn't being stolen, even if the money is being borrowed, leaving debts for their own children to pay in future. Even if the leaders don't use public institutions, from sending their children to Ivy League schools abroad to getting medical treatment abroad, some people who have nothing and we need to donate money for their medical bills if they have a serious ailment, continue to hail the obvious lack of good governance till Nigeria happens to them. Then they get a little pissed.
Yes,
May Nigeria never happen to
do not let Nigeria happen to you. During this sit at home, do not let Nigeria happen to you. Is a brotherly advice. Do not allow Nigeria to happen to you during this sit at home.
Sending their children to Ivy League schools abroad to getting medical treatment abroad. Some people who have nothing and we need to donate money for their medical bills if they have a serious ailment, continue to hail the obvious lack of good governance till Nigeria happens to them.
Yes.
Then they get
continue to hail it.
May Nigeria never happen to you. Say amen. We deserve better than the political class who go home with millions monthly to represent people who can't even afford to feed themselves. I am Olajumoke Alaode James. Nigeria is not working for me. Is Nigeria working for you?
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him. His video accordingly, very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Thank you very much. May God bless you. May God bless Mazinam Dekano. May God bless Sunday Bowo. May God bless Professor Banji. God bless our ESM. May God bless our Liberation Army. May God bless Omar and the husband. May God bless our media team. May God bless our kings, our chiefs, Reverend fathers, pastors, sisters, and all priests that are praying for us. May God bless all of you. I wish you all best of luck in this historic sit at home. I wish you all the best of luck in this historic sit at home. We are making history, and Biafra is here. The freedom of Biafra, the exit of Biafra from Nigeria is here. You must stand very resolute. You must stand very strong. We are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Bless you all. Remain strong, and see you again tomorrow. Thank you.
Nigeria, on a daily basis, witness the impunity which is so-called Fulani herdsmen extremists who share an ethnic and religious identity with President Buhari and the Fulani elite, which now dominates all key institutions in Nigeria.
To open an investigation specifically into the wide-scale and systematic killing of the civilian population, and most notably targeting the indigenous people of Biafra.
Clear that now we've put the Biafran issue on the radar screen of the government, of the Biden administration, of Congress.
Ongoing and wide-scale systematic killing of the civilian population, and again, specifically targeting the IPOB.
Of weapons being used against Biafrans, but affirmatively supporting an effort to have an independence referendum organized and conducted by the United Nations, as was done in South Sudan.
They formally open an investigation and look into what we are identifying as a genocide that's being committed by the Nigerian government and extremist Fulanis against the indigenous people of Biafra.
There's been nothing in experience since 1960 to suggest there simply is not a way, given the history of division between the Fulani and the Biafrans, to think that they can coexist under a single sovereign roof.
Well, first of all, I'm just mind blown to be able to speak to Biafrans directly, and I can't wait to meet you directly. You know, face to face, to touch, to hug, to shake your hand for being brave. But you know, I have to say that my motivation simply comes from the fact that the world doesn't talk about it, but almost every day, people are murdered in Biafra. You know, whether in the hands of Boko Haram or radical Fulanis and more. How can I be silent? Tell me, how can I be silent when I know that every day human beings are being murdered in Biafra? This is unthinkable. You know, and it's for me, it's simple because I treat the Igbos like my brothers, sisters, mothers, and fathers. So I cannot be silent when my family is hurt. You know, in the same way, I cannot be silent when Biafra is bleeding. That's very simple for me. You know, so I have to say that yes, we are family. And yes, when Biafra is suffering, I will speak up. I see that no one is doing that. I see that, you know, when lives are lost in Africa, no one is talking about it. How come? This is shameful.
The Nigeria Ministry of Foreign Affairs on Tuesday summoned the Finnish ambassador to Nigeria, Lena Filbaninian, over Simon Ekpa's latest remarks to obstruct the 2023 general election in southeast Nigeria. The ministry, who spoke through its representative, Zubairu Dada, called on the Finnish ambassador to stop Ekpa from inciting violence in Nigeria from Finland with regards to the upcoming general elections. In the statement, which read in part, Dada said, "We have had some time to ensure that we arrest the situation, but it appears the situation is getting out of hand, and we are saying enough is enough. We should let you know, in very strong terms, that it is high time you really back Nigeria with the quest that something is done immediately because it threatens the forthcoming elections." Zubairu Dada further stated that the threat that Simon Ekpa posed toward the upcoming election is very high due to the large number of supporters he commands in Nigeria. This, in essence, is why we thought it was important for us to have the discussion with you so as to let you know our concerns and the displeasure of the government of Nigeria and the people of Nigeria on this very unhealthy development. While alluding to the fears and concern raised by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Nigeria against activities of Simon Ekpa, the Finnish ambassador to Nigeria said, "This is an issue we have been discussing. We share the concerns, we have discussed the matter, and as I mentioned, our law enforcement agencies are in touch and are cooperating. Also, is a double citizen as far as I know of Nigeria and Finland, and is therefore, as you rightly said, protected and safe and sound in his home in Finland. But we have to take his rights into consideration as well. So everything has to obviously be done according to Finnish legislation, which has very strong protections for freedom of speech."
In a swift reaction through a statement issued by the army, labeled the video clip portraying the alleged capture and killing of some Nigerian soldiers by Boko Haram terrorists on 10 December 2019 as false. The Nigerian army accused the indigenous people of Biafra of being responsible for the video on social media with the sole aim of plunging the nation into disunity. The army said, in quotes, preliminary observation of the video clip, even by the amateur, will reveal that the video was doctored and that the entire event captured on the footage were not an occurrence that took place at any point in time within the shores of Nigeria. While the military believed the video was fake and was masterminded by one Simeon Ekpa, calling on soldiers from the southeast region of the country deployed to the northeast to return to Biafra and prevent southeasterners from joining the military. The Nigerian army said the so-called capture and killing of some Nigerian soldiers by Boko Haram was state-managed. End of quote. The indigenous people of Biafra responded to the allegation of the Nigerian army, denying the claim that it doctored the viral video. IPOB described the allegation of the army as laughable, saying it is shameful for the army to involve IPOB in its unsuccessful effort to fight Boko Haram. The separatist groups believe the army has belittled itself by trading blames against it. IPOB has maintained that it stands as Biafra. IPOB said, in quotes, the Nigerian army think the world is as undiscerning as to their Nigerian counterpart, coming out in public to make a complete fool of themselves. Buratai and his Nigerian army should invite forensic experts to corroborate their claim if they are confident they are speaking the truth. End of quote. The group accused the Nigerian military of recruiting Boko Haram militants into security agencies. From an international security expert who spoke on the condition of anonymity because of his close relationship with the government, says the move by the Nigerian army could lead to more extrajudicial killing of IPOB members.
The video you are looking at is a new Boko Haram video of 10th December 2019. Today, they are about to be slaughtered. They are about to be killed. We are telling you to stop joining Nigerian military. Those of you who are serving the Nigeria Caliphate military from the old eastern region should, as a matter of urgency, resign.
Simeon Ekpa, who is believed to be the fellow that asked soldiers of Southeast origin to return and join in the fight for the restoration of Biafra, may be under serious threats, like Omoyele Sowore, unless he flees the country.